Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's genuinely good to have you. Today, I decided we should take a look at a very obscure item that may be useful to you as far as an EDC item, as far as an item that you would toss into a travel backpack, an item that you would toss into your bug out bag or get home bag, or even an item that you could use when you're sitting around in your house. Now what you're looking at here, this is the Rothco Camouflage utility capsule, or more generically known as a bunker capsule. Now, what's a bunker capsule? Well, it's usually a waterproof capsule with an O-ring, and it's typically made out of anodized aluminum. Now, there's a much smaller version. You've probably heard of it. It's called a spy capsule. You've probably seen these items on people's key rings, and it's a much smaller version of what you're looking at here. It's usually, well, it comes in a variety of different colors, but it's very small, and you can keep things like mints, medications in them, maybe one or two tightly rolled up bills if you had to. And they're small, they're handy, they're convenient. They're called spy capsules. This is an example of a bunker capsule. As you can see, significantly bigger. Significantly bigger. I mean, a spy capsule might be the size of my finger, maybe a little shorter, about the same thickness. A bunker capsule, this is big, thick, and you're probably wondering, well, what can I do with this? Well, you can use it for the same things that you would use a spy capsule for, keeping emergency medications, such as a whole bunch of Tylenol or aspirins, that sort of thing. Maybe even prescription medications, although with those you're definitely better off keeping them in the prescription bottle, especially if you get stopped by the local police in whatever country you're visiting. Another great thing about this as a travel item, whereas a spy capsule will accommodate one, maybe two bills, you can put a stack of bills in one of these, tightly rolled up, put it in there, emergency cash. If you ever get robbed in whatever country you happen to be visiting, and maybe you didn't bring a money belt with you to use as a second concealed wallet, well, something like this could definitely come in handy if you get robbed of your cash and you've got a whole wad of bills in here, maybe in a jacket pocket, that sort of thing. Now, this particular one from Rothco, it came with a couple of small split rings. It came with this inexpensive carabiner. It also came with a larger split ring and another swivel device. I took those off. I found them unnecessary. But yeah, this is something you can clip on the inside of your work bag as an EDC item. You can clip this on the inside of your travel bag in order to conceal some cash or a bunch of aspirins, other medications you might need. And even at home, let me show you guys. You can take something like this, and keep in mind that most bunker capsules are, well, they don't have any checkering at all, even though this is just here for show. But most bunker capsules are about this size, maybe a tiny bit longer, usually red or black in color, and the split ring. Well, the split ring isn't the problem. The post it attaches to is. Now, as you can see on this Rothco, this one is pretty big, nice and large, no problems there, no issues. Typical bunker capsules have the post as tiny, the little black post below the split ring. They have the post as tiny as what you see here on this Olight flashlight. And if you'll remember from one of my previous videos regarding keychain lights, after a while this metal O-ring is going to wear through this tiny aluminum post, and you're going to lose, well, in this case, your flashlight. But imagine losing your bunker capsule with your medications or your money in them. Not good. So I like the fact that the Rothco version comes with this nice, thick, large post. This is not going to wear through, so that's good at least. And if you are going to get a bunker capsule, I do recommend the Rothco. Unfortunately, it only comes in this camouflage color, as far as I know. So, yeah. But basically, a bunker capsule like this, anything that's, well, that you need to protect from moisture and you need to keep it safe, if it'll fit in here, you can put it in here. Now, for example, if you're relaxing at home, we've all seen those fake rocks. They look like fake rocks. You put your front door house key inside of them, and then you put them around your front yard or your backyard, and you get a bunch of real rocks. You put them around some plants or something like that. It looks nice, and if you get locked out of your house, well, you can go to that fake rock and you're not locked out anymore. Fake rocks worked great when they were first introduced because not too many people knew about them. Fake rocks don't work anymore because even the most inexperienced burglar knows about them. And the problem with fake rocks is they're made in one style, one shape, one appearance, one look. So you get a burglar who shows up at the house, he's going to look around a bit, he sees that fake rock, he's instantly going to recognize it as a fake rock. Now he has the key to your front door, literally. So what can you do? Well, get yourself a bunker capsule like this one. Specs in the description below as usual. Get one of these, and you can put your front door house key in this. Yes, it will accommodate it. And then you take this and you bury it somewhere in your backyard. You bury it there. And okay, you get locked out, you might have to get your hands a little dirty, who cares? This is going to be buried somewhere in your backyard. Now, if you have a dog who likes to dig up things, that's going to be a problem, obviously. But you can bury this in your backyard. You get locked out, dig this up, unscrew the top, and yes, unfortunately, the threads squeak, and it likes to cross-thread. This isn't a very high-quality item, but it's also not too expensive either. For what it is, it works well. And as you can see, there's a cavity here as well. And there you go. Now you got the keys to your front door, you're good. By the way, these are not my keys. I'm not stupid enough to show my actual front door keys on camera. But yeah, typical front door keys. Toss them in the capsule. There's the O-ring right there. Close this up. Again, it squeaks. It does cross thread sometimes. Nice and tight. Bury this in your backyard and you're good. This is a lot safer than putting your key in a fake rock on the outside of your house. So you can even use this for that purpose as well. And use your imagination. This will accommodate anything that you need to keep dry and safe that will fit in here. So yeah, now when I got this, there were a couple of small spots where the paint was already coming off a bit, but that's not a big deal. This is not something you toss up on your mantle and admire its looks. As I mentioned, there are other companies that make bunker capsules. I definitely like the one from Rothco the best, even though, as far as I know, again, you can only get it in this camouflage pattern that looks like it's from the 1960s or 70s. The post, bigger and thicker on the Rothco than on your average bunker capsule. The checkering looks nice, but yeah, it's extremely shallow. It's there for show. It tapers down a little bit here. That's also for show. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. But honestly, for what this is, it is absolutely excellent. Now, if you are going to keep mints or aspirin or your prescription medication in here, make sure to toss all of that into a small plastic baggie and then toss it in here, because it is bare aluminum on the inside. So please keep that in mind. Money, that's not going to be an issue. Roll it up, toss it in there, no problem. Keys, not going to be an issue either. Just toss it in there. Pretty much, once again, anything that you need to keep dry and safe that will fit in here, you can put in here. There have been people who have made mini survival kits out of these bunker capsules. Now, keep in mind, a bare minimum mini survival kit needs to accommodate 3 categories: fire making, shelter, and navigation/signaling. Those last 2 go together, so they're typically lumped in as one category. So how well would this do as the basis for a mini survival kit? Well, you can definitely toss a small thin ferro rod in here. You can definitely toss in a cotton ball to use as tinder with the ferro rod. A single-sided razor blade will fit. That should take care of fire. Shelter, well, get yourself some waxed dental floss. Take it completely out of the plastic casing, but don't unroll it. Toss that spool in here, and now you have lashing material for a debris shelter. And as for signaling, land navigation, a very thin whistle will fit in here. A signal mirror won't, unfortunately. So the whistle would be your signaling. As for land navigation, this will accommodate a 14 millimeter button compass, maybe even a 20mm one. So there you go. You got the 3 absolute basics of a mini survival kit covered. They will fit in here. Honestly, I like the idea of house keys or a good wad of cash when you're traveling, especially in a foreign country. So, bunker capsules, very underrated, rather obscure, but if you need one, I highly recommend them, especially the Rothco version. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Please continue to stay safe. Take care.